illegal puppy trade in Europe, a €1 billion industry that harms dogs and humans alike. New Paws report uncovers that most dogs for sale online cannot be traced to verifiable sources. The 11th of November, 2024. Vienna. The 11th of November, 2024. The demand for dogs in the EU has skyrocketed in recent years. Criminal networks can cash in by intensively breeding popular breeds in inhumane conditions and selling illegally imported and often underage puppies online. A new report by global animal welfare organization for Paws reveals that almost 6 million dogs are needed each year to meet the demand across the EU, in an industry that is estimated to be worth €4.6 billion. An alarming 79% of these dogs cannot be traced back to verified or legal sources, according to an assessment by Paws. Missing verification systems on classified ad sites and differences between country legislations make it impossible to track and regulate the EU-wide puppy trade. Members of the European Parliament could help solve the issue as they strengthen a proposed EU regulation on puppy trade. In its latest report, Paws investigated classified ad sites in 21 EU member states and discovered that the majority of dog advertisements, on average 4 out of 5, offered puppies for sale. More than 2,000 new dog ads were published daily on websites in countries like France, Germany, and Italy. In Poland, daily numbers even rose to over 4,000 ads. Paws findings spotted price differences of up to €1,300 between advertised puppies in Eastern and Western Europe. With these high profits, missing verification systems in the majority of classified ad sites, and little risk of prosecution, the incentives for puppy smuggling are high. Stopping the cruel trade needs stronger EU laws. While the European Commission recognized the illegal trade of pets as organized crime, weak regulations continue to allow the industry to thrive. Paws urges the EU to implement stronger measures, including mandatory identification and registration of all dogs and pets, and verification systems on classified ad sites that check dog registrations prior to any dog ads being uploaded. With an industry worth €4.6 billion and inconsistent regulation across the EU, is it any wonder the illegal puppy trade is thriving? Not only does the illegal trade harm animals for quick profit, but unwitting buyers are exposed to potentially sick dogs that often have forged or missing vaccination papers. Some of the dogs even die shortly after the purchase. Members of the European Parliament must act now to protect the well-being of people and their best friends. Only advertisements of registered animals by traceable sellers should be allowed to be published on classified ad sites. The cruel trade can only end if EU laws are strengthened. Nick Weston, head of companion animal campaigns at Paws, the story of a tiny Yorkshire Terrier puppy suffering from serious diseases. Many illegally traded dogs are vulnerable to the dangerous parvovirus, which causes severe stomach issues, parasites, and lung infections, all of which can be fatal. A shocking story from Germany reveals how innocent dogs and their new owners pay the price of this cruel business. While searching for a puppy on a classified ad site, a family from Germany came across a Yorkshire Terrier puppy advertised by a seller, who promised that the puppy had all mandatory vaccinations and pedigree papers. Trusting the assurances, they purchased the dog for $750. However, their trust in the alleged breeder began to crumble when they met up at a street and received a tiny, shivering puppy. Weighing barely over 600 grams, the Yorkshire Terrier's condition rapidly worsened after the sale. It stopped eating, developed severe stomach issues, and eventually fell into a coma. The worried family immediately took the puppy to the vet, who diagnosed him with parvovirus, parasites, and diabetes. Only heavy medication and the continuous, intensive, loving care of the family helped the little dog recover. The painful experience left the family only emotionally devastated, but also with high veterinary costs. 4 Paws is the global animal welfare organization for animals, under direct human influence, which reveals suffering, rescues animals in need and protects them. Founded in 1988 in Vienna by Heli Dungler and friends, the organization advocates for a world where humans treat animals with respect, empathy and understanding. The sustainable campaigns and projects of 4 Paws focus on companion animals, including stray dogs and cats, farm animals and wild animals such as bears, big cats and orangutans, kept in inappropriate conditions, as well as in disaster and conflict zones, with offices in Australia, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, France, Germany, Kosovo, the Netherlands, Switzerland, South Africa, Thailand, Ukraine, the UK, the USA and Vietnam, as well as sanctuaries for rescued animals. In 11 countries, 4 Paws provides rapid help and long-term solutions. www.4-paws.org